Welcome if you're new here. This is John's Mountain Valley Real Estate. If you already subscribed, buckle up. We're going in. Wow, that's one tall Bigfoot. But he's home. Check it out. Bigfoot Road. Yeah. All right. That's awesome. Gonna have fun today. This is paved Platina Road, and that's about maybe 25 minutes from Redding. The end of this road is a 40-acre parcel for just $50,000, and I'll get into the details soon. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. John here with Mountain Valley Real Estate, back again with another video for you. Today we've got 40 acres for $50,000. This does have to be cash from your bank. Owner won't carry, but you can try your bank or, for example, Access Mortgage in Redding. I know lends on land like this, off-grid, no utilities. This is lot 126, Bigfoot Road. My favorite road ever, right? Yep, he agrees. Anyway, you got to go through this gate. This is at the very end of Bigfoot Road, just over a mile from paved Platina Road. So easy access, don't need four-wheel drive. There's the gate. We're on the other side of it. Property's right here. There's a fence line right there. So it's this side of that fence. And that way of Mr. Bigfoot on Bigfoot Road. I feel like I'm home. It's amazing. Anyway, so yeah, you can see a few burned out things. Vehicle here, and you can tell the trees were burned behind it. Something else, maybe a little shed or something, RV, I don't know, something burned right there too. You can kind of see it better maybe. Here's the vehicle, called the Zogg Fire in 2022, and burned a lot of this area. So there's a trail leading into the property. We're going to follow it. We're not going to drive it though. And I'll tell you about the property as we walk. So yeah, this is a pretty sweet price at $50,000. It also has lovely Wilson Creek flowing through the property. There's about 800 feet of Wilson Creek running through the land altogether, and about 1,600 feet of another creek, no name, running through the property as well. You could use this for recreation, target shoot. You could have a home here. I'll get into that further as we go along here. So like I said, you could use this as a getaway. Own your own 40 acres of wilderness. build a cabin or off-grid home. Looks like somebody lost their tail. Looks like some fur. So this little path makes it easy for ingress and egress in and out of the property. Take us to the shed. Elevation about 1,500 feet, so below the snow line. Not going to get much snow here, if any. And 40 acres is the minimum lot size, so you can't split it up at this time. It's got some nice views. Some that way, and there's the shed. That's what it looks like. 360. Mow this down a little bit and you could drive on in here. That's what the shed looks like. It's locked and there's no windows. Good for storage. Okay, so the reason the property is so affordable at $50,000 for 40 acres is because this property needs a certificate of compliance. If you've been watching my channel, I've had a few of these lately. This is not the norm. Most parcels are good to go. They don't need anything. But out here, this is called the Trinity Alps Preserve, is what it's called. I don't know if it's really a preserve because you can target shoot and stuff and build on it. Anyway. But the point is that some of these parcels were not split up correctly. They were probably done after the MAP Act of 1972, and so the county wants you to fill out an application. It's about $2,000 you have to submit with your application, and then they may give you a list of conditions to meet before they give you the certificate of compliance. Once you get the certificate of compliance, you can pull permits for, whatever, well, septic, house, that kind of stuff. Oh, as far as the conditions the county requires for the certificate of compliance, you really don't know until you actually give them the money, and that's why the property's cheap, because it's a little bit of a gamble. You don't know what the conditions are, how much they're going to cost. I would definitely think you'd have to do a perk test, but could be even more and could be expensive. Hard to say. Now, if you're not going to build on the property or pull any permits, you just can use it for recreation. That's a pretty good thing, since you're not even going to have to mess, I guess, with the certificate of compliance. But you could. Just up to you what you want to do with the property and your plans. So here is Wilson Creek. You see the green foliage. Right down in that little cavern area, whatever, that little trough here. Right down here. You can hear the water from here. As far as year-round seasonal thing, tough to say. I know it slows down a lot. It could dry up, especially during a drought year. So I don't have any proof of it being year-round or seasonal. I don't know for sure. Maybe pockets of it keep going. Maybe there's some springs here and there. I don't know. So I don't know. You wait till the end of the year near and see if it's still going. But we'll go check it out in detail, of course. I set up some trail cameras down there by the water. We'll see if the deer are drinking down there by the trail cameras. That'd be cool. We'll find out. My cell does work on this property, at least where we started out to here. Currently I have no bars, but when I was here setting up the trail cameras, it was working great. So maybe it's just by the road or got lucky, I'm not sure, but it was working fine. I hear you. Lots of birds here chirping. So property taxes here, Shasta County, they are 1 to 1.25% of the assessed value per year, so very reasonable. And the zoning on this parcel is A1, which is limited ag district, agriculturally zoned basically. Does allow for single family residence. Of course, you do need that certificate of compliance first, but you can build on it. So maybe you should give me your opinion on if you think that based off that greenery down there, if that's a spring or going to be year round, or if it's just seasonal and that's just still left over even though everything else is already grass is already dead here. Can you hear the water? So that's all the property over there too, where all those trees are, up on that level ridge. And we'll go check that out too after we get through the creek. Got to go down to the creek, hop the other side and up, and then we'll be on the other side of the little dip here. Bet you can hear it now. Wow, that Bigfoot has long legs. Oh, that's funny. Oh, the water's in the shadows. It's blowing good down there, but you can't see it in the shade probably. Oh, there's another, it's almost like a road here. Nice and wide, you can just drive on this thing, looks like. Definitely been here a while. Oh, get a couple of culverts right there. And an old road here too. Quail. Quail right there in that little tree. Hey buddy. Huh. Cool. Lots of wildlife. Lots of blackberries. Look at that paradise down there. That's lush. Anyway, what do you think? Is this year-round water based off of the foliage, or is this just one season's worth of growth and it dries up? Let me know. Leave a comment, please. Curious to see what you guys think. There's the camera. There's the big Sasquatch. He got smaller. His legs shrank. Looks like a mini Bigfoot. He's only 2 inches long there. Alrighty. Yeah, there were fish in here, and here's some pictures of the fish I found in this little creek area. Oh, his legs got longer. Wow. Alright, so with that trail camera I put on that log, it looks like we got just some squirrels and one creature that looked just like Bigfoot. So I'll show you that, or you've already seen it. Now we got to cross the creek. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, look at that dog. Huge. It was over there. This quartz rock is massive. Probably some gold in here, I imagine. A lot of cool quartz rocks. Another one next to it. It's a beautiful place right here. I like it. Okay, literally uphill now. Oh, yeah. Slippery. On to the next camera. It's also a beautiful little creek location. I'm gonna get my exercise for today for sure. Check out the greenery here. Really stands out, doesn't it? There's bedrock right up to the creek flows down here. I think this is the other creek that flows into, I'm not sure actually, but okay. Camera. I was hoping to catch them drinking. Little deep water spot here. Yeah. It's like 10-foot tall greenery here. Even these things are huge. The quartz, it's all over here. Lots of white quartz in the dirt. Pretty cool. Don't see any gold popping out of that bad boy, but you never know. Lots of deer tracks here. Yeah. Oh, there's some more right there. Alright, I promised you guys I'd show you that flat area up there. So, here's a quick little panorama from where I'm at. Let's go this way. That one's quartz, and that one's quartz. Wow, good place. Nice. So mostly rolling topography with a little steepness going down to the creeks and back up. I think this is going to be nice up here though. Yeah, this is slightly upsloping. At least the way I'm walking. A little downsloping going to the creek down there. This goes back a long ways. Wow, over 2/10 of a mile in that direction. Yeah, there's a lot of usability here. Cool thing about the fire is, well, it didn't burn the oaks for the most part, some of them, but a lot of them it didn't, and there's not a lot of brush in here. Thanks to the fire, that's kind of cool. Whoa. That was a lot of quail. Always scares me when they fly out like that. Oh, rabbit. I don't know if you guys caught that. He's right there. It's hard for me to see, but he's somewhere in here. Everybody's laying down in here. I wonder if it's looks pretty green down in here. I said this grass though is like 5 feet tall at least. So the further back we go, the more vegetation there is. It's like, yeah, somebody's been laying down over there. It's a big bed there for somebody to sleep. This is a lot of usable land in here. Check this out. Just gently down sloping in that direction. All very usable. With lots of animals bedding down. Those are baby oak trees. That's what all this brush is. They look like live oaks. They got the prickly leaves on them. They're sharp on the ends. And they lose their leaves all year long, but don't drop them all the way off in the fall. These are my least favorite oaks for that fact. And they're in your front yard and you try to walk in your grass and they stick in your foot if you're barefoot. Please like and subscribe. I do have more coming up, so stay tuned. On a quick side note, this is the area where we saw the little jackrabbit and the quail fly out of. Right in here, there's water in here. See if you can see it here. Where's my foot? Where's my big foot? There it is. Okay, water's right there. So, and then it's dry after that. I mean, it's wet right in here. Right in here, it's wet still. And then as it goes up that way, it's dry. That's why the rabbit was down here and everything. Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely moist in here, but it gets dry right up here. So I'm thinking there's definitely some water coming up or something. It just makes sense. It's all green there and then brown up there, and that flows into the creek eventually if it makes it that far. I don't know, it might just be wet here and this is where the spring is. This is definitely where the Sasquatch lives. Anyway, thought you'd like to know that. It's pretty interesting. These are going to be ripe pretty soon, maybe another month at the most. Blackberries, wild, best it gets. And there is enough to fill your house. They keep going up that way. There's tons of blackberries here. Nobody buys this thing. I'm coming back to eat some.